Evening, ladies and gents. So this time, it's also from relationships because I went down a rabbit hole and I can't get out. This is from hilanah 7. Uh, this one is gonna be short, and it infuriates me. So, 24-year-old female. How do I set boundaries with my mom, who's 65, female, who's becoming very dependent on me? I'm a 24 female and live with my mom. Recently, she's become very dependent on me, asking for rides to appointments and help with errands and a lot of bureaucratic stuff. At the same time, I'm a full time student, I work, and I'm trying to keep up with my own responsibilities and routines. I feel overwhelmed and like I'm breaking down. Sometimes I get frustrated with her, and then I feel guilty for being impatient. I also have ADHD, which makes balancing everything even harder, but I don't want that to be an excuse. Sure about that. I find I want to find a healthy way to support her without burning myself out. My question is, how can I set boundaries without feeling like a bad daughter? What else has worked for others in my situations? TLDR, I am 24, my mom's 65, and recently very dependent on me. I feel overwhelmed, guilty, and burned out. How do I set boundaries and balance um, caring for her with my own life? Okay, your mother is a almost 70-year-old woman. If she needs rides to appointments, my guess is that she's probably in some kind of failing health. She has some kind of chronic issue. And sorry, that was bothering me. So are you kidding me? You live with her. You are 24 years old. Move the F out. Oh my God. I mean, you work. There's zero reason for you to, if it's such an inconvenience for you to be there, um, my guess is I understand she isn't paying you. That's what it sounds like. Um, so she's not paying you for doing any of this stuff. Uh, but then again, it also says you're not paying rent. So what? What? I'm confused. Why is this a question? You have ADHD. I don't want to use that as an excuse, though. You sound like my 11-year-old when I tell him to clean off the table and he goes runs away. Well, my ADHD kicked in, which he does have. I'm not using it as an excuse, though. Yar, get your ass back here and clean off the goddamn table. Holy hell. Um, Healthy way to support her and not burn yourself out. Okay, so you work. Responsibilities and routines, and you are a student. That is awesome. Good. I'm glad you work and I'm glad you're a student. Um, so if you are 24 and you are still a student, you're probably working on your bachelor's, and you should be almost done. Unless you're in for like med or something else. Then I can totally understand that. But if your reason for not wanting to take care of your elderly mother who needs help going to the grocery store and getting her meds is because you want to spend time going out drinking with your friends, you are a bad daughter. Like that's just a shit person. That's not even again, you're a full-time student, you work and you live with your mom. You're 24, so you're probably still on her insurance. At least in my state, I think you could stay on to you're 26 if you're a full-time student. But again, I commend you for being a full-time student. That is a lot of work. I just graduated myself. And working also did that. So I get it. I was at work. I was up at 5. I was up at 5. There we go. Okay, sorry. Headphones sometimes turn off because I don't play with them. So I understand. I was up at 5 to work until 4, or I'm sorry, till 3, and then I was at school from 3 to 10:30. So I get it. And then after that I would go to the gym for an hour. And it's tough and it sucks and I was exhausted, which is why I'm exhausted now. I was yawning in my last video quite a bit. Um so I don't You need to take your mom to appointments and run errands. So that's what, a couple hours out of your day a week, and it's probably not even every week. Um, and that's the thing. Why not ask her? Be like, hey, do you need me to pick anything up while I'm out, so that you don't have to keep running back and forth? And what do you mean? What do you mean bureaucratic stuff? Do you know? I mean, you're a student, so I assume you're somewhat intelligent. Do you know what that? Do you know what that word means? Or are you one of these people that uses words like socialist and fascist and don't have a definition for it? It's a genuine question. Um, so that I do. I can understand being frustrated because again, you are 24, but you're 24. If it's that big of a problem, move the F out, man. If you don't want to help your elderly mom, move out. I'm assuming that you're probably her only child if no one else is there to help. Um, but I mean, again, there's nothing more I can say. This just infuriated me when I read it because especially like the bureaucratic stuff. Like, how is that bureaucratic? Um, do you know do you know what that word means? Like that's what got to me. That what caught my attention because it's literally right in the first sentence, and I'm like, okay. So your mom, just to just summarize. Your mom is a 65-year-old elderly woman who I'm assuming because if she's asking you for rides to that many appointments, she has some kind of chronic thing going on. And help run errands, and that's too much for you. Again, I understand working full time and being a student. I get it. It's hard. But you know what? Life is hard. You don't owe your mother anything, except rent and utilities and all that jazz because you didn't say anything about money or monetary value in here. So either everything is even or everything is zero, which is even. So I'll give you that. Um, so that is my guess is she doesn't charge you rent, does she? Because it is her expectation that her daughter, who lives with her rent free, can take a couple hours a week out of her busy schedule of her own responsibilities and routines to help get her meds and her goddamn apples from the store. Get over yourself. If it is too much, get your own fucking place. If you can't, suck it up. Take your mom to her damn appointments. Um, Again, I'm seeing you can't set boundaries in this kind of situation. You live with the woman. You can't set boundaries to a woman you fucking live with because you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna kick your ass out. Like this is an exchange. Like I don't charge you rent. You take me to get my heart medication. Like that's how this works. So yeah, I would 100%. You just need to leave. If this is too much, if spending time with your mom, even just talking, chilling in the car, doing whatever. Again, I get it's frustrating. Told you. Oh. Again, I get it's frustrating because you are young. You want to go out and do what you want to do on the very little free time you have. It's life. We all got responsibilities. We all got shit we got to do. You think I want to be back up at my old high school at 7 o'clock at night on a work/school day to listen to a bunch of sixth graders try and, you know, struggle their way through hot cross buns on these instruments they can barely play? No, I don't want to do that. But I do because it's my responsibility. And this, I believe, should be yours because clearly you're all she's got. She needs help. All right? It's just a little bit of help. And I have a grandma and a mom who's similar age, and I say my grandma because my mom is closer to your mom's age, but she's in much better health. My grandma is not. She's had hip, knee replacements. She's part Inspector Gadget at this point. And you know, I can see how putzing around with her, putzing around Kroger, just trailing behind because it's taking forever. I get it. I do. I get it. But again, life sucks. You're 24, you're living with your mom. I'm assuming rent free because he didn't say anything. Um, so just fucking do it. Just do it. Again, take a few hours out of your week, and I doubt it's every week. It might be every other week. Um, you can take a little bit of time out from getting drunk with your friends and stuff like that, and meeting up with strangers on the internet to help your mom. To help your mom, just help your mom. Like, Like, it's just I mean, like I said, she's 65, she has all this stuff going on, which again, I'm assuming because you didn't really put a big description in here. So, you're 24. She's not gonna be around forever. Like, help stop it. Help your mom. Don't be a pain in the ass and stop saying ADHD. That added nothing to the story. Nothing. Nothing. Um, burning yourself out. Ugh. Set the damn house on fire. But so that's it. That's my opinion. Get over it, deal with it, help your damn mother. Okay?